There are compliments men give every day, loud, predictable, and easily forgotten. But then there are the forbidden ones, the words that reach beyond her surface, that brush against something hidden beneath her composure. These are not compliments for approval or attention. They are acknowledgments of essence, spoken with calm awareness. A Stoic man does not flatter, he observes. He does not seek validation. He speaks truth, gently, without hunger. These are the compliments that make women remember you long after you've walked away. Before we begin, remember this. Never compliment to win affection. Compliment because you see something real. The Stoic man gives without wanting. His praise is a mirror of his stillness, not his need. When he speaks from presence, and that is what makes his words unforgettable. Number 1. You seem grounded. Most men praise a woman's beauty. They throw words like gorgeous or amazing into the air, hoping something will stick. But when you say, you seem grounded, you step into a deeper conversation, one that very few men know how to have. You're not admiring her looks. You're recognizing her center, her calm, her emotional strength. It's a compliment that says, I notice your peace, and peace is rare. When you tell her she seems grounded, you're showing that you value steadiness over flash, that you see balance as beauty. It tells her that your focus is not on attraction, but awareness. You're not trying to own her attention. You're observing her essence, and that subtle shift changes everything. The Stoic man values harmony. He sees beyond performance and finds grace in control. That's why this compliment feels forbidden, because it bypasses the mask and speaks directly to the soul. Number 2. You make silence feel comfortable. The modern world fears silence. People fill every moment with noise, distraction, or talk. But when you can sit with someone in quiet and it feels peaceful rather than awkward, that's something sacred. Telling a woman she makes silence feel comfortable is not just about her. It's about you too. It means you are present enough to notice stillness. It means your peace meets hers in the absence of sound. This compliment reveals emotional maturity. It says you're not afraid of connection without words. You're not trying to impress. You're trying to exist together. That's a powerful message. When you say it softly, you make silence feel comfortable. You tell her she doesn't need to perform around you. She can just be. Women crave that safety, that space to exhale, and only a man who has mastered himself can give it. For a Stoic, comfort in silence is a sign of strength. You find beauty not in what's said, but in what's felt. And when she feels that energy from you, she begins to relax in ways she didn't expect. You become the calm she didn't know she was looking for. Number 3. You remind me of someone who knows what she wants. This compliment is sharper. It's not about emotion. It's about clarity. You're telling her that she moves with purpose, that she has direction. And that's a quality most people overlook. When you say this, you're not putting her on a pedestal. You're acknowledging her strength as an equal. It's a mark of respect, not infatuation. You remind me of someone who knows what she wants. That line only works if you mean it, if you can recognize focus because you live it. Stoicism is about intentional living, knowing what matters and walking toward it without distraction. When you admire that same quality in her, she feels seen not for her looks, but for her discipline. Most men fear strong women because they haven't yet conquered their own weakness. But a Stoic man admires strength in others because it reflects his own. This compliment connects two independent spirits. It's a way of saying, I see your purpose and I respect it. You're not challenging her dominance, you're honoring her direction. That makes the connection deeper, calmer, and more magnetic. Number 4. You look even better when you're not trying. This one is dangerous, and that's why it's powerful. It's not about dismissing her effort. It's about revealing that her natural self is more beautiful than any performance. It's the moment you notice her when she laughs without posing, when her hair is slightly messy, when her guard is down. That's when true beauty lives. Telling a woman she looks better when she's not trying is like showing her a reflection she's forgotten exists. It says, you don't have to be perfect here. It tells her that you notice her essence, not her presentation. The Stoics valued authenticity over image. They believed that simplicity was elegance, that nature itself was perfection. This compliment follows that truth, but it only works when the timing is right. You don't say it to impress her. You say it when she's being real, laughing, thinking, being herself. In that moment, your words become a mirror of acceptance. She'll never forget it because deep down, every woman wants to be desired for who she is when she's not performing. And the Stoic man is the one who sees her clearly. Number 5. You make me want to slow down. This one isn't just forbidden. It's sacred. It's a confession of peace. You're not saying she excites you. You're saying she calms you. You're not drawn to her chaos. You're drawn to her stillness. It's the most intimate thing you can express because it reveals that her presence shifts your rhythm. In a world addicted to speed, this compliment stands still. It says, "You remind me of what matters." And that's something women rarely hear. Most men praise passion and intensity, but a Stoic man praises peace. "You make me want to slow down" is not weakness, it's awareness. It's the recognition that real attraction is not fire. It's gravity. To say it and mean it, you must live it. You must already walk through life with calm energy. Otherwise, your words will sound hollow. But when you are steady, composed, and disciplined, your tone carries truth. She will feel your calm before you speak it. And that's when this compliment becomes unforgettable. These 5 compliments work because they are grounded in perception, not performance. They don't feed ego, they feed awareness. You're not telling her what she wants to hear. You're telling her what only a man of presence can see. Groundedness, silence, clarity, authenticity, and peace. These are not lines. They are reflections of your state of being. A Stoic man does not use words to manipulate. He uses them to reveal. He understands that language loses power when it's used too often, so he speaks with restraint. His compliments are not loud. They're low, slow, and certain. That's what makes them magnetic. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." The same truth applies here. If you want your words to move her, become the man who lives them. Be grounded. Be comfortable in silence. Know what you want. Value authenticity. Move slowly through the noise. Your presence will carry the weight your words cannot. Imagine this. You're sitting with her in a quiet cafe. She's talking about her day, her thoughts, her work. You listen, not to reply but to understand. You notice her calmness, her self-control, her tone. Then, without rush, you say, "You seem grounded," and you leave it at that. She smiles, not because of the words, but because of the energy behind them. Or picture this. You're walking together saying nothing. The silence feels warm. The moment is still. You glance at her and simply say, "You make silence feel comfortable." She won't respond immediately, but she'll remember, because what you said touched something real. You made her feel safe in the quiet. This is the art of the Stoic compliment, words that point toward the invisible. They bypass the surface and reach the core. They are not designed to seduce. They are meant to resonate. When spoken from authenticity, they awaken trust, and trust is the seed of desire. The Stoic man knows that every compliment is a reflection of the self. You cannot recognize peace in another if you don't have peace within. You cannot honor authenticity if you are living a lie. So the path to powerful compliments begins with self-mastery. Train yourself to slow down. Breathe before you speak. See before you judge. Listen before you respond. When your mind becomes still, your perception sharpens. You begin to notice things others miss. The subtle confidence in her laughter, the honesty in her eyes, the balance in her energy. Compliments born from that awareness are impossible to fake. Women feel energy more than words. They can sense when a man's calm is real, when his stillness isn't an act. That's why these compliments work. They're not strategies, they're reflections of inner discipline. A Stoic man compliments rarely, but meaningfully. His praise carries gravity because it comes from clarity. He does not speak to be liked. He speaks to honor truth, and truth is irresistible. So live these principles. When you tell her she seems grounded, mean it. When you say she makes silence feel comfortable, feel it. When you tell her she knows what she wants, respect it. When you say she looks better unguarded, appreciate it. When you whisper that she makes you slow down, embody it. Each time you do, you're not just speaking, you're teaching her what calm masculinity feels like. You're reminding her that strength isn't loud and attraction isn't chaos. It's peace. Remember, the Stoic man does not chase. He attracts through serenity. He doesn't perform for attention, he radiates awareness. He doesn't compete with noise, he becomes the quiet others crave. And when a woman feels that kind of presence, she doesn't just notice you, she surrenders to the energy you bring. That is the essence of forbidden compliments. They aren't magic words. They are the language of peace, spoken by a man who has mastered himself. So stop searching for lines. Cultivate presence. Build inner calm. Let your eyes speak before your mouth does. And when you finally speak, let your words fall like drops of truth, slow, steady, unforgettable. Because in the end, the Stoic man doesn't make women drool over him by effort. He does it by becoming the kind of man whose silence already says everything.